This is Kent Mulgat with KelownaNow, joined by Bruce Cook and Harry Bink, a couple of the crazy people from the Nitro Circus, a show that's tomorrow night in Kelowna. Boy, it does seem like with all the cities in North America this tour could go to, Kelowna, pretty small market city, but enough support here, Bruce?
Yeah, you know, it's obviously awesome for me being in my hometown and pretty special for me, but I think a lot of our best shows are actually the small towns because, you know, you get people coming from all the surrounding areas coming in and they're so stoked because they never get to see this thing. You know, sometimes when you're performing in the markets like LA and New York and stuff, sometimes I think they get a little spoiled with the amount of shows that they get, whether it's, you know, artists or shows like ours, action sports or whatever. So a lot of the times, you know, people here, it's probably going to be the first time they've seen anything like this.
It's going to be so neat to see the hometown boy for a lot of people.
Yeah, I've been getting hit up quite a bit, and people are stoked, and yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And in preparation for this interview, Harry, I was looking at some of the tricks that you guys are doing nowadays, and it's, oh my God. I mean, some of it looks like a really bad idea.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we're stoked to be here, and this is the first time we're touring with having the next level show. All the past Nitro Circus shows we've done before have had this, we call them the standard ramps, and we've basically doubled the ramp size for this tour, which doubles the risk, doubles the airtime, and doubles the amount of time we have in the air to do these tricks. So we're gonna, and it also, when I said double the risk, so there's a high chance, half of us could not be walking out of this stadium by the end of tomorrow night, but we're keen to throw down and see what happens.
Well, we do know that can happen, and that's always your backstory, Bruce. It follows you around now for the rest of your life. You're the guy who had a life-changing incident like that, but here you are, incredibly, spinning your bike through the air while attached to sort of a wheelchair equivalent to a motorcycle.
Yeah, so basically rigged up a cage that kind of goes around the bike to protect my legs and whatnot in case of tipping over, basically, and a bit of one on the seat to help with balance. And as you mentioned, I'm strapped to it now with a seat belt, so there's no eject button if things get bad. So I got to be a little more dialed in, and the risk factor definitely goes up, but I'm still doing it and still loving it.
Right. You know, for the last decades, we've seen that, you know, communities try to make, you know, community centers wheelchair accessible, buildings wheelchair accessible. And do you see yourself partly as showing people who might have what someone might describe as a disability that, look, there's almost nothing you can't do?
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And, you know, I'm stoked whenever I hear a story of someone hopefully getting motivation from me to, you know, maybe not have so much of a pity party and just kind of get on with life and adapt to whatever it is you like to do, because there's always a will, or when there's a will, there's a way, for sure, especially in this situation.
So seeing what you can do is a small part of what seems like a pretty varied show. Harry, tell me some of the variety of stunts that people will see if they attend Nitro Circus.
Yeah, definitely. So as we were just talking about Bruce, I think Bruce would easily have one of the gnarliest roles in the show, by far. It's just such an honour for all of us to be riding with him in the show, because it's just so gnarly what he's been through. But then we also have other gnarly guys in the show. There's a guy on a snowmobile, and he's the only person in the world doing a massive trick. It blows my mind how he does it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's insane. That's all I have to say. We have all the freestyle motocross guys, the best guys in the world, just throwing down the gnarliest tricks. We got these ramps shooting us 50, 60 feet in the air, doing double rotation tricks, going upside down twice, all in one jump. The tricks are just absolutely insane, and it's the first time we've performing this whole tour ever, like, live. So it's all new to us. We're all terrified, and yeah, we can't wait for tomorrow night.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I just looked at some video, and I hadn't for a while. It seems like if you go away from watching this and then go back to it a couple years later, suddenly some of these riders are doing things that didn't exist. Yeah. There are always people pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, and especially with guys like Travis Pastrana. I mean, he's constantly thinking of new things, and then, you know, with new young up-and-comers like Harry willing to push the limits, it's crazy. I mean, even if you look 5 years ago, what was going on, the stuff happening today is, you know, it's insane, the progression we've seen in just 5 years.
Right. Hey, guys, thanks a lot for sharing some of your time with us.
Appreciate you having us.
The show is tomorrow night, and people apparently can just, if they don't have tickets already, you can just buy them at the gate.
Yeah, Nitro Circus just threw up an extra 500 tickets up for grab, and you can get them at the gate. Nitro doesn't usually do that, so you guys are lucky on that one. And the gates open at 5 p.m.
Awesome. All right. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.